Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Ashton with the Foundation for Blind Children. And today I'm going to talk to you about becoming the teacher of the visually impaired and maybe selecting that career for the rest of your life. So I want to start with a short video. Hope you guys like it. So that's just a snapshot of what we do here at the Foundation for Blind Children. I'm Mark Ashton. I'm the CEO of the Foundation for Blind Children, and I'm also a parent of a blind son. This is Max. He was born 24 years ago, and when he was 3 months old, we found out he was blind. And last thing the doctor told us to do was call the Foundation for Blind Children. So we did, and they showed up on our doorstep the next day. A teacher of the visually impaired showed up on our doorstep the next day and said, everything's going to be all right. And from that day on, Max had a great life, did amazing things, including climbing Mount Kilimanjaro and swimming Alcatraz and having a wonderful life. And now he's graduated from college and has started his career down at the Arizona legislature as a chief archivist, believe it or not. So today I want to talk to you guys about what a teacher of the visually impaired is and how it's such a great career. You can really do anything you want in the world with it. It's a very, very unique role. Because with it, you can serve all different ages, from birth to 3, preschool and specialized classrooms here at the Foundation for Blind Children and elsewhere. You can also work elementary school, or literally self-contained classrooms, so you're the teacher of the visually impaired on staff and in the classroom. You can also become an itinerant teacher, where you travel and you do work in the school districts all over the valley, all over the state, all over the country, all over the world, actually. And so it's a great career, and it is very flexible, and you can do so many things with it, including working, like I said, with babies, working with classroom students, working with all ages, K through 12, but also working with adults and teenagers transitioning to adults. So it's a really flexible and unique career in that sense. So let me talk a little bit about babies. Like I said, when Max was born, we found out he was blind, and a teacher of the visually impaired showed up on our doorstep and taught us as parents how to teach Max. Because most of what we learn, you and I, is through our eyes. And if you can't see it, how do you learn? And that's when a teacher of the visually impaired starts teaching us as parents and Max from day one how to learn using their ears, their touch, their mind, so many more things other than their eyes. And it's amazing. That's where we get the phrase describing Disneyland, because every time we went to Disneyland with Max, we had to describe Main Street. We had to describe the Matterhorn. And those are things that a teacher of the visually impaired teaches us how to do. Then Max got to go to the preschool here at the Foundation for Blind Children. And he was a typical preschool classroom. He learned his ABCs, his numbers, his concepts. But we also taught him how to learn what clouds are, what stars are, what the moon is. Because you can't see those if you're blind. But you still, everybody else experiences them. So how do we teach those concepts that you can't touch far away? And that's what a teacher of the visually impaired does. And it's a great, purposeful career. You can also be working in elementary classrooms, and so you can work with, for example, we have a K through fourth grade here, and you can work in the classroom teaching those kids, small classrooms, usually about 5 to 8 students, uh, small classrooms, and you're right, obviously on the laps, etc., because you're teaching things very up close. You can see here what a duck is, right? Little duckling. So it's a wonderful opportunity to really teach some great things. And then once, as a teacher of the visually impaired, you can also go out and work with students in the school districts all over the valley, all over the state, and you go into their classrooms and you're teaching them concepts they need to know, like the alphabet, Braille, how to learn math concepts, how to learn what stars are, how to learn astronomy if you can't see things, how to navigate a map. All those things that you and I learned, we just got to learn it a little bit differently. And so you as a teacher and visually impaired, teach them how to do that. And it's really unique in that sense that you have to think differently about how to learn. And once you understand that, which you will learn at ASU, then you go out and you teach these kids of all ages. So when you're out in a school district, you may have a kindergartner, you may have a first grader, you may have a senior of high school in your caseload. And so you really get to experience all those different things. And there's a lot of different variety of students. A lot of them have different needs. Not all of them are blind, completely blind. A lot of them have some vision. So you got to find that vision and maximize it if you can. So it's a very wide-ranging career. And then you get to work with teenagers. Some people don't like to work with teenagers. Some love working with teenagers because those are the most impressive years, and you can really change a trajectory of a person's life in those teenage years. And so you can teach them the concepts about growing up, about becoming an adult, but also are there during those trying times when they're having difficulties dating or don't get their driver's license because they can't drive like everyone else does when they turn 16. How do you cope with those situations, and how do you get them through that part of their life and on to the next step? Next step is adulthood. And so you can work with adults as well. And teachers of visually impaired are working with adults all over the country. And here you may be working with someone who just recently lost their vision. An adult who has a career, has a family, and then some traumatic event or some disease, they lost their eyesight or lost most of their eyesight. So you get to work with them and we teach them how to do everything without vision, how to cook, how to clean, how to work computers, how to work a computer without a mouse, how to get around, how to get transportation when you no longer can drive, how to take care of your family, how to change diapers, how to go grocery shopping, all the things that we need to do, how to match your clothes, how to dress. So those are things that a teacher of the visually impaired does. It's part of what we call the expanded core curriculum. It's all things that we must teach purposefully, and so that people without vision can still learn it. One thing about being a teacher of the visually impaired, you will work with students of all different needs. So a lot of our students, although they all have vision loss, a lot of them have other needs as well. They may have cerebral palsy, they may not be able to walk or talk. But you, as a teacher of the visually impaired, will work with a big team of therapists and psychologists, et cetera, and teach this child how to walk, how to talk, and how to eat sometimes. So it's a wide variety, like I've said, of students and all different needs, and you really get to meet these children's needs and what they need most important. And that's a great career choice and a great purpose, like I've said, in life. What makes it very unique is that you will have multi-year relationships with these students. You will maybe have them in second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade. And you will develop a relationship with them and their parents and their siblings a lot of times. And you will be there when they graduate from high school. You will be a part of their lives. My son Max, although he's 24, been in a career for 2.5 years, he still knows who his teachers are, his teachers are visually impaired, and he still has contact with them. And it's a great relationship. You're not passing these students on from first grade to second grade and on to somebody else. You get to establish a relationship with them and really get to see them grow up and get to see them learn, get them to understand algebra and understand history and how to do their hair and their makeup. It's just a fun and exciting career and really build really great relationships with your students. And when you build those great relationships with students, you also get the opportunity to do great things with them. A lot of our teachers that are visually impaired, they go out and they climb rim to rim of the Grand Canyon in a single day, and they guide their students through the canyon. Or they swim Alcatraz with their students. This is Tanner, who just swam 1.5 miles in freezing cold water with his teachers. And he did it. And he was one of the first blind people ever to do it. There's just a little something to show you what capability of blind kids are and what you as a teacher of the visually impaired can achieve with those blind kids.
He couldn't save my left eye, but he did save my right eye.
Oops. Sorry about that.
He couldn't save my left eye, but he did save my right eye.
I had vision up till I was about 8 or 9, and then the glaucoma, the pressure just started building.
I quickly lost my left eye when I was about 6 months old, and my right eye was slowly dying.
Both of my retinas are slightly detached, and that kind of resulted in my vision loss.
Our next challenge is 12 blind students crewing 3 sailboats and sailing the Caribbean, 110 miles. And they're going to be the crew. Not a single one of our students has any previous experience sailing.
You think I can't do it, and I know I can.
I've never been on a sailboat. I don't know how to sail.
It's good to encounter your challenges because you never know the outcome, and they'll probably make you a better person as well.
Everybody what I can do, even though I can't see very well.
So as a teacher of the visually impaired, you will take your students all over the world, places they've never been, and you will never forget this career. You will have special purpose all of your life. So if you have any interest in it, please give me a call or call ASU, whichever makes sense for you, and really consider pursuing a career as a teacher of the visually impaired. You'll never regret it. Thank you.